Good afternoon and welcome to the Holme Lacy Campus Virtual Open event. In this session, we're going to be talking about all of the equine and horse care management courses. We've got a short video to play for you, and then we've got the tutors on hand to answer any questions you may have. If you'd like to sit back and enjoy, just watch the video, and then we'll answer your questions.
Hello, may I extend a warm welcome to Herefordshire and Ludlow College. My name is Alison Moon and I am the Assistant Principal responsible for the Holme Lacy campus. Welcome to the Faculty of Land-Based Studies. This morning you will be greeted by the Head of Campus and the various land-based course leaders. The courses we offer cover blacksmithing, farriery, welding, general land-based, animal care, equine, agriculture and forestry. We offer you the opportunity to study any one of these full-time courses along with a tutorial programme to support your needs and the opportunity to resit GCSE Maths and English. Before we move on, I just want to tell you some of the reasons you may wish to study with us. We have an Ofsted pass rate of 93%. We have excellent physical resources. We offer a friendly, safe and open environment. We have lecturers with real-world experience. And in addition to that, we have students who have said that 93% are making good progress. 94% say they enjoy their lessons. 97% say teachers encourage them to work hard and behave well. 95% say they receive good support from their teachers. 97% say they know how they are expected to behave. And 92% say they would recommend the college to a friend. So collect your questions and sit back as we welcome you to see what we have on offer in our dynamic faculty.
If you fancy a career in the equine industry, then Holme Lacy is the place for you. We have some great courses at level 2 and level 3, making use of our wonderful facilities, which is up to 14 stables for horses, plus a menage area for lunging, riding and competition work. We're also at an exciting time in Holme Lacy's equine world, as we're just about to embark on building some new facilities to increase the capacity there. Let me tell you a bit about the courses. We offer level 2, which is the level 2 diploma City and Guilds program, which is a 1-year course based on 3 days a week and a day of work experience, where you'll develop some general equitation skills. Those on feeding, nutrition, on horse handling and riding, pests and diseases, health and welfare. Lots of riding opportunity and benefiting from some relatively small group size, so you get plenty of opportunity to get on your horse and practice. At level 3, again, options at 1-year and 2-year programs, 3 days a week following the City and Guilds technical route. These courses will equally provide you with a sound basis for your equitation knowledge, looking at feeding and nutrition, breeding, event management, stable management, riding and ability. You'll be able to get some potential additional courses with the BHS programs as well. Come and have a look. Get in touch with us and talk to our staff this afternoon around those wonderful opportunities in equine. Thank you.
Okay, so hopefully that's given you a little bit of a taster for the equine department. We've got a couple of questions coming through. If you've got any questions you want to ask the tutors, by all means, please type them in and we'll work our way through them. Emma, first question that's come through. Someone's asked how much yard time is there in amongst the course?
Yeah, that's a really good question. We like to ensure all students have good quality yard time. It's an excellent area for them to be able to build up their skills. So certainly they have 1 day a week of work experience, which initially we do on the college yard, so we can make sure everybody's up to the correct standards. And then we send them out on block placement for 10 days later on in the year. All students also do practical yard duties within the college working week. So, for example, 2 mornings a week, they may well be mucking out horses, getting them ready for their riding lesson, and then come back at the end of the day to help sort of put the horses to bed. And we also have some weekend duties, so approximately a Saturday or Sunday every 3 weeks, the students come in and work on the yard, because we also have a commercial riding school as part of the equine department. So the students get hands-on experience helping with the riding school, interacting with the general public, as well as having additional riding lessons as well. So we try and incorporate as much practical as we can into the course, because that, at the end of the day, is what students really want to be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, someone's actually asked, how much time riding do we get?
Yes, well, exactly. There's a riding module on all the equine courses, and we try to do 2 formal riding lessons a week. But also when the students are doing their work experience day and on their weekend day, they also get the opportunity to ride. It's always with qualified instructors, but a lot of students also want to do more riding, so we certainly allow them in their sort of spare periods or their sort of lunchtime, if they want to do more riding, they're very welcome to. And certainly the yard staff are very encouraging of all students with their riding, and they'll certainly, if the students volunteer to do extra help on the yard staff will always repair it with riding lessons as well. So the minimum is 2 sessions a week, but that's never the case, there's always more.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. Next question, might ask Erin this one. So someone's asked, could I bring my own horse?
Okay, hi there, good question again. So yes, we've got a yard manager called Sonia DeWild, and she'd be someone we'd certainly look to put you in contact with regarding bringing your own horse. It would depend a little bit upon the actual horse and the level, and whether we were also going to use it for our students riding it, or whether it's just going to be a pure horse for livery, but we could certainly put you in touch with Sonia. And then, yes, certainly, obviously the facilities we've got, then you could obviously use with your horse around our cross country and other facilities we have on offer. So yes, certainly is a question we can pose to Sonia regarding bringing your own horse to college. Okay,
great, thank you. I'll give you another question. Someone's asked us, it matters if I've got no past experience with horses.
Okay, so there's no prerequisite regarding your previous experience with horses to come on to the college course. We certainly teach beginner riders. We have a range of riding experience, horse care. Some people own their own horses, some people don't. And this is the various courses we've got to set it at your current level and ability you come in at. It would depend on the course you were applying for, but certainly, you know, for example, the level 2, we certainly teach from beginner level up.
What we try to encourage as well, if I can interrupt on that one,
yes,
students that come to us with no previous equine experience, what we like to do, and when we're permitted to do it, is invite the students to come in for taste today, or certainly spend some time with us on the equine yard, firstly to see if it's what they really want to do, and also just to try and build up some of those skills that they'll need on the course. So certainly, you know, during the summer holidays, even when the riding school is normally busy, that would be a good time for potential students to come in for a taster as well.
Okay, yeah, brilliant, thank you. Another question we've had is, are there any dressage competitions?
Oh yes. One of the modules the students have to study is something called event management. So as part of that, students decide with our support what events they like to put on, and dressage does seem to be a very popular one. So we tried to sort of hold a series throughout the year of maybe 3 or 4 different dressage competitions, which the students obviously help to organise, plan and run on the day, but also students are welcome to compete in them. And as part of the course, at the end of the terms, we normally have inter-college competitions where they'll compete against each other if they want to, in dressage and jumping and fun stuff, really. So we try and make it as active and fun as we can. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Sounds great. Someone else has just put on there, obviously just mentioned the one module, and they've just asked what other modules you cover within the courses.
Right, judge your level 2 first.
Yeah, okay. So I'm course tutor for the level 2 horse care programme. and a nice range of subjects we take within that. So certainly you'd get to ride, and again, if those students that, as Emma said previously, are super keen, then you can definitely get more riding than your set time for your modules. There's feeding and watering, horse behaviour and welfare. You'd also take horse handling, and then looking into the science element of the horses would be horse behaviour. So a nice range of modules there for you to get a taste in various aspects of the equine industry, and obviously within that then through tutorials and individual learning plans. Hopefully then we're inspiring you to perhaps look into a specific area of future study or future career.
Okay, so at level 3, building on from the level 2 course, you're developing your skills, your practical ability, so you're carrying on with your riding, but it's for a slightly different level, slightly higher level. So you'll be starting to actually assessing the horse you're riding, working at maintaining its level of training and how you can progress it. So you'll be doing flat work and jumping as well. You also do your yard duties, which are assessed, so we'll be developing your sort of speeds, your efficiency and your competencies to get you to be sort of industrially competent to go out into the industry and employment. So you will take over sort of supervisory roles, so you'll be eventually sort of managing the first year students on the yard as well to develop that skill. We cover theory lectures such as your equine health, so you can assess horses, know what diseases they could suffer from, how you treat it. You'll be able to put on all different sorts of tack for different disciplines. You'll have a good understanding of how to prepare horses for competitions and look after them during the competition as well. So developing with your feeding and nutrition that you've some students you've done on level 2, and the horse behaviour and welfare. There's also a section of biology as well, because some students after the course might decide they want to go on to do higher education. So that's a good backing for that one. Do the event management, getting horses fit, being able to work horses from the ground, so sort of lunging, loose schooling, and sort of business part as well. So it's a really sort of lovely course, and it's quite varied, and it caters for sort of different career aspirations. There's also a module on equestrian teaching, so some students want to go into teaching afterwards, and others might want to go down a scientific route, and some might want to go on to be yard managers. So it caters for everybody and gives you a taste of things you may not have come across or thought about before. There's a lovely stud module as well, and with the modules, particularly the stud one as well, we try and take you out on trips and visits and get guest speakers in to enrich what you're doing. And a lovely study tour we go to is up to Newmarket, and we visit the thoroughbred studs up there and the racehorse industry as well to give you a taste of that. So it is a lovely, really varied course from that point of view. And alongside it as well, the yard staff offer training for the British Horse Society exams. So again, those that want to go down the sort of professional teaching route have that opportunity as an additional extra. So yeah, it's great. We love it. Very varied.
It certainly sounds it, yeah. Okay, we've got a question, we've kind of touched on it already, but someone's asked, what days are we in college and how long is a college day?
So the college day starts at 9:30 in the morning, finishes around 4:20, and depending on what course you're on, depends on which days of the week and how long you're in for. So roughly the level 3 course is 4 days a week, and 1 day is a work experience day. And then the second year tends to drop down to 3 days a week because you've done a lot of the practicals already. And then Aaron, do you want to do your level 2?
Yeah, with the level 2, so the same time as Emma said then. So yeah, lessons at 9:30 to about 4:20, and with the level 2 in horse care, we're 3 days a week with 1 day's work experience.
Great, thank you. Interesting question here. Someone said, is there an equestrian team for the college that people that may not choose to study equine-based courses be able to join?
Certainly, yes. So we encourage students off other courses to ride if they want to, but they do that through Sonia de Wilde, the yard manager, and through the riding school part of the college. Equestrian teams is always something that's really good fun and is available to students if they want to do it. They do have to have their own horse to go and compete out of college, but certainly it's something we have done in the past. It's national schools equestrian teams that the college is part of. So certainly if students on other courses have horses and want to be part of that team, it's something we can look at and build a team from that. Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. Someone else has asked, is livery available at the college? I suppose, again, that's through Sonia, isn't it?
It is. If it's a livery, it would be for a horse that we can use for our students rather than just a do-it-yourself livery, because obviously we want to give the students the best experience we can of as many horses as we can, so we try to keep them purely for college use.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got a question about PPE. They just said, do I need any?
Okay, so yeah, personal protective equipment. You will, on application, then various things will be sent to you, so you'll get lots of literature regarding materials and equipment that you need. But regarding PPE, of course, you can speak again to your tutors, myself and Emma, but basically you would certainly need a riding hat that conforms to the British safety standards. We have a college uniform as well, which is just to keep all our students nice and smart, recognisable and safe. And obviously, as Emma said, we've gone lots of different trips and visits, so it keeps us all looking very professional. But hat, certainly, jodhpur boots or long riding boots, chaps would be optional. And then body protector would come into play when and if your chosen module was to leave the ground. So if we were jumping, show jumping or cross country, then certainly you would need a body protector. But this is something that you would certainly be sent information regarding what you would need. So we don't want people going out and spending lots of money, for example, on the body protector, if perhaps in the level 2 they're not actually jumping fences at that stage. Okay,
great, thank you. I'll keep you on there, Erin, because we've got questions about what are the GCSEs needed and the general entry requirements.
That's fine, yes, brilliant. So for level 2 horse care, the entry requirements are typically a minimum of 4 GCSEs, grade C or 4 or above, English or maths and the science. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about the Phyrexis course, that's my fault, sorry. For the level 2 horse care, I've got 2 courses I manage, apologies for that. You're looking at 4 GCSEs at grade 3, so that's D or above, or the level 1 qualification at a distinction level. So for the level 2 in horse care, GCSEs a grade 3 or a D or above.
And for the level 3 courses, we're looking at 4 to 5 GCSEs at sort of C's, which are 4 to 5 grades, definitely maths and English and a science, because that will really help you with the course and give you a good foundation for it.
Brilliant, thank you. Now, looking at the other end of the scale, rather than entry requirements, someone's asking what can I do as a job after the course and what university courses could I do as well?
Okay, so if I could talk about the level 2 progression. So once you've been with us for the 1 year of the level 2 and obviously achieved, then jobs moving on from this course would be things such as a yard groom, and that might be perhaps on a racing yard or an event yard, a show jumping yard. Perhaps you want to look into the riding school environment, so working on a riding yard, or moving across to something like working within a saddlery shop for specialist tack and equipment. And obviously equine behaviour is another growing industry there with horse welfare. And certainly with all our courses, I think Emma mentioned before, we offer the British Horse Society examinations, and you could even look to go down your teaching route as well. And then for the level 3, Emma, if you wouldn't mind speaking about the level 3 jobs.
Yeah, certainly. So after level 3 course, students can progress on to higher education, so go to university if they want to. And again, it depends where their interest lies. Some like to go down the scientific route, so maybe do a degree in equine science, equine studies. Others like to go down more the teaching route, but still at university. So courses such as degrees in sports coaching. We've got students as well that have done veterinary physiotherapy, which is a very popular course. And what's useful now, the last couple of years, before you used to have to do human physiotherapy first and then go into the veterinary or equine, whereas now you can go straight into equine physiotherapy. So that is proving a very popular course at the moment. Again, some students decide they don't want to go on to higher education, so they'll go out directly into the industry and either continue working towards their BHS professional teaching qualifications. Some may decide that they'd like to go into stud, having looked at that on the course. So we have sent students up to Newmarket to work on studs there, a national stud. And some decide they want to go completely into the racing industry, which is a different sort of aspect side that we deliver. So they might go to the National Racing School in Newmarket, or some just literally go into retail, work in tack shops. So it's a huge employment opportunity. There's so many different aspects they can go into, and there's dentistry as well. It's just huge. So because it can be quite a minefield for students when they come in, we make sure that during our tutorials that we really discuss careers with them, and they have the opportunity to go to careers fairs, and again with our trips and visits to look at different employment opportunities. And we have a very good careers advisory team at college as well, which often support. Because quite often we find students come in with a set idea that they want to be a riding instructor, but through the course look at the different modules, experience different aspects of it, and think, actually no, now I want to go and do something completely different within the industry. So it's, yeah, the opportunities are huge, really good.
Great stuff, thank you. Just a quick question here. We've got someone saying what the average class size is like.
Okay, I think our unique selling point really at Holme Lacy is that we have relatively small classes, so students get lots of individual attention, and certainly with the practical aspect of the course, that's something we're really sort of keen to promote. So average size would perhaps be 10 in a class, and then again for practical activities that would then be split again, so that for riding lessons we try not to have more than sort of 5 in a group, purely because with that number we can really sort of concentrate on that student and give them the sort of quality time they need. So yeah, that's our selling point, small, friendly, and we can give the student that individual attention.
Great, thank you. Someone's asked how many horses are there currently in the stables? So how many to work with?
Yeah, at the moment, Sonia probably said we've got too many. We've got about 15 at the moment. What's great with our college horses is that they're all on loan to us. So Sonia, the yard manager, during this sort of time of the year, looks at our student intake to see what type of horses we need, and she can then source suitable horses to suit the courses. So because we're training students to work in the industry, we tend to have horses as opposed to little ponies. So our smallest horse is probably about 14.2, and I've got a massive Shire called Bryn, who's 19 hands. She's giant, but lovely, very friendly. And they're all different types of breeds, different backgrounds. So some have done sort of show jumping, some have evented, some are pure dressage. We have some from a trekking riding school. We have youngsters, you know, schoolmasters, a real variety, so we can sort of get the students as much experience on different horses as we can to make them employable again. But yes, so, and Sonia's again always sort of on the lookout for people offering horses so that we can sort of rotate things around and again give different opportunities.
Brilliant. Quite literally horses for courses. I like
Definitely,
it.
very much so.
Okay. Someone has just asked, how do I know what course to apply for between the level 2 and level 3?
That really is dependent on what their sort of background, qualifications and experience is. So as we said before, the entry requirements for the level 2 are sort of the grades of 3 or the Ds, and for level 3 is more the sort of 4s and the grade Cs and above. But we can help and guide with that. So if someone's not sure, then contact us and we can have a chat with them and sort of discuss what would be the suitable course for them. But there is always a course out there. It's just finding what's going to suit somebody.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Got a question just come through. When studying behaviour, do we look at horse rehabilitation or horses with issues as opposed to riding school horses?
On the level 3 with horse behaviour, we sort of look at the whole spectrum of it. So we start with evolution, how horses developed to present day and how the different breeds developed. We look at horses' natural lifestyle in the wild, and then we sort of look at how over time with domesticated horses and the issues that that causes. But also within that as well, looking at the different disciplines, so for example, racing, riding school, competition horses, rodeo, and circus horses, entertainment horses, and looking at issues and welfare issues that they can be exposed to. So we look at and cover basically all of aspects of horse behaviour. We observe them in the field and in the stable, and we look at the time they're spending eating, grazing, and comparing the wild with the domesticated, and look at issues there, and look at different welfare societies that are out there and visit some of them too, so that you're covering everything really. Yeah. Okay,
great, thank you. Just while we just wait to see if any further questions come through, is there anything else you wanted to add that we haven't already covered? I mean, that's been pretty comprehensive, I'd have thought, but...
Well, I think Anne and I have both been at the college for a few years, and we just love the environment that we're in. Facilities are fantastic. You've got a farm that you can hack around. We've got a cross-country course. We've got indoor-outdoor schools. The fact that it is relatively small, students come in a little bit bewildered that they've started a new place, but they soon find their feet within a day or two, and it's such a friendly atmosphere. But certainly, if anyone is considering doing equine, we welcome you to come and have a visit, come and see us, have a tour round when we're able to. And yeah, anything you want to discuss, feel free to contact us anytime.
Okay, brilliant. Just had one last question pop through there. Another one around behaviours. Someone said, do we get to work with horses with behavioural issues?
Well, certainly in a college, we have to be very careful that all our horses are safe. So everything has a risk assessment attached to it to make sure it's in a suitable environment to be safe for students to handle. Having said that, all horses are individuals. They've all got their different quirks. There is one horse that belongs to the yard manager that not all students have to handle, because she can be a bit quirky and can get quite nervous with people. So you'll certainly come across different horses, and part of your work experience placements and trips we take you to, you will be dealing again with very fit horses or horses that perhaps are difficult to load or have certain behavioural issues. So you'll certainly see it, and we will be covering it as part of the course, definitely. But obviously we have to be careful of what we have in college to make sure it's safe for everybody to be able to handle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, brilliant, thank you. Well, it doesn't look like we've got any other questions coming through now. So this session will be recorded. So if anyone wants to watch back again and see if there's more information they need to get, you're welcome to drop any questions on the YouTube page where this will be posted. If you're watching this recording, as the recording, and I've got any questions, you can comment on there, comment on our social media pages, or contact us through the inquiry form on the website, and we'll direct your questions to Emma and Erin. And our next event is on at 2 o'clock, and that's all about farriery. So if you've got an interest in horses, it might be worth sticking around for that one as well, just learning about further careers possible involving horses. Thank you for attending, and goodbye.